Okay, so about the next chapter in visualization. So, we have the ETS software to design, configure, and run the devices in KNX, but that ETS is not used to provide us the visualization, the HMI for human interface. Okay, so we should find the right solution for our project. It really depends on the size of your project, the complexity, and so on. But mostly there are 2-3 ways to make it happen. In a book in visualization chapter, it's going to show us very old interface. You can see in the visualization, you click on some graphical objects, and behind these graphical objects is your group addresses. Okay, you remember, for example, for one on-off, we have the group address control and group address status. So it has some number like 5266, 5267. Okay, we put it here in the software of this visualization. So we can have the output from our ETS, export from our ETS as an output with KNX Approach file or ESF file, and import it to our software of visualization. So here the book said why we need a visualization, because we want to see everything, the event, the alarms, and so on online, get the notification and so on. What important things here is to use the right data point type and so on. And okay, so they are very, very simple things. The book provides us the information. The important things, I want to show you something and tell you what we have. Okay, so one of the solution for visualization is to use the mini server. What is a mini server? Mini server is there is some hardware, small hardware, that the software is installed on it and make it as a mini server. It has the KNX port here, and also it has the interface to KNX IP inside of it, so it makes us the life easier. Okay, directly connected to the KNX, directly connected to the IP. It has some software inside. You can configure it according to your group addresses and make the visualization happen. Sometimes they are so professional, something like this that we have in Schneider Electric called a Space Link or Home Link, provide us many possibilities. It is not only to connect it to the KNX, but also it can connect to the Modbus or backnet for some points and provide us the full control. Okay, so this is something special. You can see it can connect it to the Modbus, backnet. KNX provide us many things like the port to USB and other things. These mini servers, according to the possibilities, they can provide us the full graphical configuration. They can provide us the calendar and do the call the scenarios based on time, for example, in a day, months, and year. Also connected to the third-party devices. So for small project, medium-sized project, big project, these type of mini servers are recommended. The Space Link, Home Link from Schneider, or Comfort from ABB, or similars. We have many other solutions in the market nowadays. There is a competition between them, so every day they provide new features. And remember that please use something that are being so stable. This is important. Being this stable is something important in a building. You can see we can have the very nice configuration on our laptop or tablet or mobile phone to control and monitor the objects in our building with the graphical view. So it's something nice. This is one solution using the mini server. So yeah, and very popular solution. Of course, we have other solutions also. For big and very big project, we can use the software and implement this software to the special hardware to make the full control of our system. For example, NetX Automation from Austria is the best solution during the KNX devices. You can see we can have the server here, install the software, make it as a server, and then in the monitoring level control the KNX and other protocols. It also provides us the OPC server where different protocols like KNX, BACnet, Modbus, MBus, DALI, Enocean, and third-party devices or platform like for hotel or other things can be connected directly to the systems. So these servers provide us the multi-protocol gateway, providing the building management functions, all management functions, visualization, web services, connection to the other field devices like DALI management and so on. Okay, only we need the PC with Windows installed on it. Of course, Windows Server is recommended. So here you can see the components that we have in these servers. We have everything that you can consider it, from the alarm, trending, reporting, schedule logics, to support all the protocol from the KNX to the MQTT and other things, even other hardwares like hardware from DMX and DALI. So for the small, medium, big project, we can use mini servers. For the big project, very big project, we can use the OPC server like we have in NetX. You can see the feature it provides for us for alarm management, for reporting, trending, providing the calendar for us, the graphical logic. We can do the logic not only by the code but also by the functional block and so on. So this is also the solution. In a book there are some picture here. It is shown, for example, from the eye control from Austria also, or some discontinued product from house in hand out of the Intesis. So in this way it was belonged to before. We only use the IP interface and you install the app on the mobile phone, and the app is directly connected to the IP interface to control the home. Nowadays it's not so popular, but still it is used. It's simple to configuration and implementation, but yeah, and because most of the European company has it, so the price is not so low. So there is as a third option for a small project. This is only for small project. This in a book, this web server and HTML from Siemens is something like SpaceLink. I told you it's a mini server with the IP interface inside of it. So we have the software here. In this software we implement it with the group addresses. We have it. We can do it by hand or import it from the project. Most of this visualization need the OPC output. So how we do the OPC output? For example, in ETS6, if we go to the project here, if you go to the project, you come here, there is export. You click on export and then you can select the ESF OPC export ESF OPC to do the export if you can't find it, because it's different from the book. So where to place the visualization? If you have several lines and only one main line, put it in main line. If you have several areas, put it in backbone line, okay? Because in this way you have the better traffic control of the traffic of the data. It is much better, yes. Okay, during the visualization you should configure the IP router or IP interface, because you use the tunneling of that. So you should be able to understand the IP knowledge also. And then the book said in each group address only one group object should have the read flag as a status, because maybe some of the status of actuators provide the on, some of them are off, or it cannot be provide you the right output. So the only one group object in a group address should have the activate read flag, not some of them, okay, because it makes us the problems. Also the book talk about the reporting. For reporting, your server or mini server should be able to provide the reporting, okay, should be able to record the data, for example on a SQL server, and provide you the report data, and you can print it out. Okay, great. So from this mini server to the professional server to the only one interface, you can provide the features on a touch panels or mobile phone and so on. Also, it is I should say nowadays also some companies, to reduce the prices, we have the not so professional mini server inside of touch panels that provide us not only the HMI but also the control of the room or home by the touch panels. Myself personally do not like this, because I prefer to have the separate devices in an electrical cabinet as a server, or in a server room in the building, in an IT room, to control the whole of the building instead of something touch panel. It is so not professional, but there is a solution and it's cheap in the market. Yes, it is so cheap. Okay, great. You can see here the application I told you. Nowadays it's not so popular, but there is still eye control and house in hand. It's so simple, nice. They are a nice product, but because the people needs more. The people needs calendar, graphical visualization, so on. So it gets more popular to use the mini server nowadays, or server for a big or very big project. But first of all, you should have the right programming in the ETS, and then export it and have the good visualization. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you.